Hello, I'm James Pozzi, Aviation Week's EMEA MRO editor, and welcome to another Aviation Week Fast Chat. Today we're talking with Anthony Cox, who is Vice President of Customer Support with Bombardier. Anthony, thank you for joining us today.
James, thank you so much for having us. It's a pleasure to be here with you.
Not a problem. We'll jump right into what we are here to discuss today. So firstly, what changes have you made to your customer service and support, including schedule maintenance, AOGs, parts availability and cost? And are there any other initiatives as well?
Yeah, James, a lot of changes. It's been a really exciting time for Bombardier, particularly with the business aircraft industry really picking up. We tried to get a jump on the excitement by investing early. So probably one of the largest investments that is quite public is our extremely aggressive investment in the service center network. So we've announced at Geneva that we've expanded into Le Bourget, Paris. We also have built an amazing service center in London that will be formally opening with a splash. But we're really pleased to say that we've begun intermediate operations out of that facility. In addition to those expansions, we've also built a fantastic service center down in Miami, around 290,000 square feet. We really look forward to moving into that in the short term. We should have an announcement coming up very, very soon. And in addition to that, we've also been investing in Australia. So we've built a service center at Essendon Airport. We're really pleased that we've now got our Part 145 and we're in readiness to start operations down there. So from a service center network, it's very clear that our message is to bring your jets home. We have around 250 aircraft in our network today, and as we continue to expand, we look forward to welcoming a lot more of our customers home. So on the service center network, a lot of activity. But in terms of how we support our customers fundamentally, it hasn't stopped there. We have some other key initiatives that obviously go hand in hand with that. So to your question, operational excellence is something that Bombardier prides itself on. We're a culture of continuous improvement. So we have deployed an operational excellence system throughout the service network, throughout our customer support network, with the goal of continuous improvement, challenging current practices, best practice, making sure that we're the leader in the development of a better customer experience. Particularly if you have an amazing product like ours, you have to anticipate that you're going to get an amazing experience. A huge investment also in AOG support. We've invested significantly in our customer response center, enhancing resources, and resources, I mean people, the tools that we use, whether it's workflow tools or tools that will help our customers, including connected aircraft. We've launched into a connected aircraft initiative where we can download data instantly from aircraft, do diagnosis and do accurate troubleshooting for the fastest possible return to service time. From a tactical perspective, I mentioned that we opened a line station in Paris, but we've been equally as busy, in other parts of the world. We've opened Dubai line station. We've also moved forward with a truck down into Orlando. Very shortly, we'll be moving a truck in the next few weeks into Dulles, Washington. So the expansion of our service network to support an AOG, to support that customer who's in that moment of truth is truly, truly engaging. So very, very exciting times for us.
Yes. Do you want to keep going and add something on parts availability?
Yeah, of course, James. Look, parts availability and supply chain challenges are, I think we're all very aware of the challenges today. Back in March 2020, we recognized that the utilization of the business aircraft fleet was going to rapidly explode. We service obviously the major fleets in the business aircraft scope. So we made a choice in that period to invest significantly in parts, around $100 million in just line replaceable units or LRUs, that would supplement our rotable pool, and a further $50 million of material, to be dispersed around our network worldwide. Now that's been a lifesaver, honestly, as we've moved through some of the supply chain challenges. We've been able to maintain, a really good off-the-shelf ratio, keep our aircraft flying, keep our customers serviced and moving. In addition to that, to cope with such an enormous increase in utilization and consumption, we've obviously improved our resources, our tools, and our people worldwide to cope with that huge demand. So it's been, as I mentioned, a very busy year, coping with growth that I'm not sure any others had predicted, but I'm really pleased to say that we did get in front of the power curve. And we're now sort of reaping the rewards of having a very solid parts plan.
Excellent. What do you have in place to review and improve your customer service and support in terms of things like customer advisory boards, post-maintenance surveys, kind of things in that area? What can you tell us about what Bombardier is doing there?
Look, there's a range of outreach that we do with our customers, James. It's it's a great question because you mentioned customer advisory boards. The customer advisory board is essentially a steering committee. It's a group of customers who have elected to help us refine the product, refine our services, provide us very honest and frank feedback that we use constructively. So we have an advisory board for each of our platforms. We meet twice a year formally. I'm really pleased to say that we're meeting face-to-face again after a couple of years of remote operations. And then dispersed amongst those formal meetings, per platform, we have midterm meetings. And those advisory boards cover, a huge range of topics. Essentially, those advisory boards have allowed us, to refine our reliability of our products and the MTBUR averages, or mean time between unscheduled removal of parts averages, at the highest industry standards. So that's one channel of outreach and interaction with our customers. In addition to that, we do frequent surveying of our customers. We have touch points with our customers all the way through the life cycle. So, if a customer has had an interaction in a moment of truth, as I mentioned, we survey them on how's our performance been from an AOG perspective. We survey our customers on their service center experience, and I actually do client listening meetings where I sit with the client. I ask them about the contracting experience, the speccing experience, the build experience, the delivery experience, and then of course, the overall experience with the aircraft. If the cabin is meeting their expectations, if the internet is serving their needs, if the aircraft performance is meeting their expectations and hopefully exceeding them. So a lot of touch points. Obviously, we get feedback from our expansive field service network. Our field service team, are the best guys in the world, best guys and girls. They have fantastic relationships in the field. They bring that feedback back to us. We meet every single Tuesday. We discuss that feedback. It's elevated at the highest levels, and it gives us something to go and act on if there's an area of improvement. So plenty of opportunities. We relaunched this year with our maintenance operations seminars. So we've conducted 2 so far in North America. We have a 3rd planned for Dallas later in the year. We'll conduct another M&O, or maintenance and operations seminar, in Malta for the international customers later in the year. And we look forward to expanding that as initiatives. An opportunity for any customer to come and meet with us for a few days to discuss not just the technical, not just the operational, but the best practices. An opportunity to meet with other customers to make sure that everyone is aware of the latest and greatest, whether it's modifications or improvements to the aircraft, or simply an opportunity to network. So a lot of outreach happening with Bombardier, and thankfully, really a lot of very positive things that come from our feedback from our customers.
Absolutely. Okay. Now, looking forward, what is your vision for the future to ensure your customers' satisfaction continues to improve?
Yeah, James, it's a fantastic question because I can see that the world has evolved significantly in terms of how we interact with one another. The fact that we're able to do this interview over a Zoom call is amazing. Our customers are interacting with service providers, in alternate fashions all the time. So I think the future for us is largely technology. In terms of our aircraft, they're fantastically reliable. We're renowned for the quality of our products. So my focus now is how we communicate with our customers, how we gather data from the aircraft, and how we try and get into the world of prognosis and predictive rectification of any concerns that the aircraft may have. So with the advent of AHMS, or what we like to call SmartLink Plus, on the 7500, we've been able to monitor and download and analyze up to 8,000 parameters on the aircraft at any one time. Now, what that translates to is our team are able to identify, a concern with the aircraft. They're able to analyze it and provide, some troubleshooting or a recommendation. And we measure those recommendations as a metric. We call it first time fix. And, I'm very, very pleased to say on the 7500, most months we track at 100%. And that's the richness of the data and the tools that we've been able to develop for our team to quickly analyze the aircraft, its performance. The aircraft has been fantastically reliable. However, with this amazing amount of data, proactively, we're able to identify areas where, we can go and establish troubleshooting plans or potentially product improvement with our vendors so that the aircraft continues to exceed expectations. As we move through that experience, we're moving SmartLink Plus into all of our other platforms. So we're offering that to our customers at a really, really low install fee. And we're offering the actual box, the data collection unit, or HMU as we speak, for free. So as we expand our capabilities to analyze and diagnose aircraft with live data streaming into Bombardier and streaming into the DOMs or the customer's hands equally, we're going to find ourselves in a really different environment for how we operate and maintain and keep the aircraft serviceable and ready to dispatch for our clients. When we dovetail that into omni-channel communications, whether it's chats or whether it's video feed or whether it's email or a traditional phone call, I think the next few years are going to see a really rapid evolution that'll take us away from what was traditionally a phone call and some troubleshooting from a technical expert at the other end of the line.
Well, that's all we've got time for today. I've been talking with Anthony Cox, Vice President of Customer Support with Bombardier. Thank you for joining us, Anthony, for this Aviation Week Fast Chat.
James, thank you so much for the opportunity. Have a great afternoon.